Hello and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah.
And I'm your co-host, Bill. We're so excited to have you with us today for another episode filled with helpful tips to improve your English.
Today's topic is really exciting, especially for beginners. We're talking about shadowing English speaking practice, what it is, why it works, and how you can use it to improve your English fluency fast.
Yes, shadowing is one of the most powerful methods to practice speaking, and the best part is you don't need a speaking partner. You can do it by yourself, anytime, anywhere.
Exactly. If you're struggling with speaking fluently or you hesitate while forming English sentences, shadowing might be the secret key you're missing.
And don't worry, we'll guide you step by step. Even if you've never heard the word shadowing before, by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to start.
So grab your headphones, find a quiet place, and let's dive into the world of shadowing. Are you ready, Bill?
Absolutely, Sarah. Let's get started.
All right, let's begin by answering the big question, what exactly is shadowing?
Good question. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to spoken English and repeat it immediately, almost like you're an echo. You try to copy not just the words, but also the tone, rhythm, and pronunciation.
That's right. Imagine you're shadowing a speaker just like a shadow follows someone. You listen to them speak, and then you repeat what they say as quickly and accurately as possible without waiting too long.
It's not like traditional repetition where you stop, think, and then speak. Shadowing is instant. You're speaking right after the speaker, trying to match them as closely as you can.
Exactly. And you don't need to understand 100% of the content at first. The goal is to get your mouth used to the sounds and rhythm of English.
Let me give an example. Suppose you hear, "I'm going to the store." As soon as you hear that, you say, "I'm going to the store." Try to match the speed and tone.
And it's okay if you miss a word or mess up a little. The key is to keep going. Shadowing helps train your brain and tongue to work together faster.
Another thing, shadowing is not about memorizing or translating. You're not thinking in your native language. You're just listening and repeating.
Yes, and that's the magic. Over time, your brain starts to think in English. You build speaking confidence without pressure.
Also, many language learners, even polyglots, use shadowing to sound more natural and fluent in their target language.
So, to summarize, shadowing means listening and repeating English at the same time, copying pronunciation, tone, and rhythm like a shadow.
Simple, but powerful.
Now that we know what shadowing is, let's talk about why it's such a powerful tool, especially for beginners.
Right. A lot of beginners struggle with speaking because they hesitate, translate in their heads, or feel shy. Shadowing helps with all of that.
Exactly. When you shadow, you're practicing real English in real time. You're training your mouth, your ears, and your brain all at once. It's like a full-body workout, but for your language skills.
I love that comparison. And here's the best part. You don't need to study grammar rules or memorize long vocabulary lists. You're learning naturally, just like kids do when they copy what they hear.
Yes, it builds muscle memory. The more you shadow, the easier it becomes to say English phrases without even thinking.
It also improves your listening skills because you're focused on every sound. That's great for understanding fast native speakers.
And pronunciation, too. When you try to copy the speaker's tone and accent, your own pronunciation gets better with time without needing a teacher to correct you all the time.
Another thing I love is that it builds confidence. When you shadow regularly, you start to feel, "Hey, I can speak English."
That's so true. Shadowing breaks that fear of speaking. You don't worry about making mistakes because there's no pressure. You're just practicing.
Plus, beginners often think they need someone to talk to. But with shadowing, your speaking partner is the audio itself. You can practice alone, anytime, anywhere.
So if you're just starting out, shadowing is a fantastic way to start speaking English without fear, without pressure, and with real progress.
Couldn't agree more. It's simple, fun, and powerful. You just need the right method, which we'll talk about next.
Okay, now let's help our listeners get started. If you're new to shadowing, you might be wondering, what do I need? Where do I begin?
Good question. First, you need just a few simple things. 1. An audio recording in English. 2. Headphones or earphones. 3. Optional. A written script of the audio.
Exactly. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be something complicated. You can use simple English podcasts, YouTube videos, or even children's stories.
If you're a beginner, it's important to choose the right material. Start with short and slow English. For example, listen to short dialogues or English learning channels.
Yes, try looking for videos labeled Slow English or English for Beginners. Those are perfect for shadowing because they speak clearly and use easy vocabulary.
Another good option is using audiobooks that come with text. That way, if you get stuck, you can look at the script and follow along.
Or you can use podcast apps with subtitles. That's great for people who need extra support while listening.
Now, how long should a beginner practice each day? I'd say just 5 to 10 minutes is a great start.
Yes, consistency is more important than long hours. If you practice 10 minutes a day for a week, you'll feel the difference in your mouth and your confidence.
And one more tip. Repeat the same audio many times. Don't switch to something new every day. Repeating helps you absorb the natural rhythm and phrases deeply.
Absolutely. Repetition builds automatic speaking skills. The more you repeat, the more natural the sentences become in your own speech.
So to sum up, start small, choose slow and clear English, use headphones, and repeat short audios daily.
Yes, keep it simple and enjoyable. Once you start, you'll see how fun and powerful shadowing really is. All right, now that you know what you need, let's break down the step-by-step shadowing process, how to actually do it the right way.
Yes, let's make it simple and clear for beginners. Here's step 1. Choose a short audio clip, maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute long. Make sure the speaker talks slowly and clearly.
Step 2. Listen to the audio once without speaking. Just focus on understanding the general idea. Try to hear the rhythm and tone of the speaker.
Step 3. Now, play the audio again and start shadowing. That means listen and repeat immediately after the speaker, almost like you're copying them in real time.
Don't pause. Don't wait. Just speak at the same time, even if you miss a word. Just keep going.
Exactly. At the beginning, you might feel like you're mumbling or can't keep up. That's okay. It gets better with practice.
Step 4. Repeat the same clip several times. The first time might feel hard, but the second, third, or fourth time, you'll notice big improvement.
You can also use a script if you need extra help. Read along while shadowing. Then, try it without the text.
Step 5. Record yourself. This is optional, but very helpful. When you listen to your recording, you'll hear what needs improvement and what you're doing well.
That's one of my favorite tips. It's like being your own teacher. You'll hear how your pronunciation improves over time.
And finally, Step 6. Be consistent. Shadow a little bit every day. Even just 5 minutes can help your mouth and brain work together more smoothly.
And don't worry about being perfect. Shadowing is about progress, not perfection. Speak naturally and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
So to recap, 1. Choose short, clear audio. 2. Listen once. 3. Shadow in real time. 4. Repeat several times. 5. Record yourself. 6. Practice daily.
Follow these steps, and your English fluency will grow faster than you think.
Before we move forward, Bill, let's talk about some common mistakes beginners make when shadowing. This can help our listeners avoid frustration.
Great idea, Sarah. The first mistake I see a lot is trying to be perfect right away. Many learners stop themselves because they want to get every word and pronunciation exactly right.
Yes, perfectionism can slow down progress. Remember, shadowing is about practice and improvement, not perfect English from day one. It's okay to make mistakes.
Another mistake is choosing materials that are too difficult. Some learners pick audio that's too fast or too complex, which makes shadowing frustrating.
That's why starting with simple, slow English is so important. If it's too hard, you'll give up quickly.
A third mistake is inconsistency. Shadowing works best when you practice regularly. Skipping days or practicing only once a week won't give you the results you want.
Exactly. Even short daily sessions are better than long, rare ones. It's all about building a habit.
One more tip. Some learners pause too much while shadowing. Shadowing is about keeping the flow, even if you miss words or stumble a bit.
So don't stop the audio or hesitate to speak. Try to stay connected with the speaker's rhythm.
To sum up, avoid these mistakes. Don't aim for perfection right away. Don't use materials that are too hard. Practice consistently. Don't pause too much while shadowing.
Avoid these traps, and shadowing will be a much more enjoyable and effective experience. Now let's talk about some tips to make your shadowing practice not just effective, but also really fun.
Yes, because when learning is fun, it's easier to keep going. My first tip is to choose topics you enjoy. If you like sports, music, or movies, find English audio about those subjects.
That's a great point. When you're interested in the topic, you naturally pay more attention and enjoy shadowing more.
Another tip is to use different types of audio. Don't stick to just one style. Try podcasts, interviews, news clips, or even songs.
Songs are awesome because they have rhythm and melody. It's like shadowing with music, which makes it enjoyable.
Also, try to challenge yourself gradually. Start with slow, simple clips, then slowly move to faster and more complex audio as you improve.
Yes, setting small goals like, today I'll shadow one sentence perfectly, can keep you motivated.
And don't forget to celebrate your progress. Record yourself every week and listen to how much better you sound.
Positive feedback is a great motivator. Finally, practice with a friend or language partner sometimes. You can shadow together or compare recordings.
That's a great way to keep it social and fun. But remember, shadowing can be done completely on your own too.
So, to recap, choose topics you love, use a variety of audio, challenge yourself step by step, celebrate your progress, practice with friends sometimes.
Follow these tips, and shadowing will feel less like a task and more like a fun daily habit.
All right, Bill, it's time for something exciting, a live shadowing demo. This will help our listeners practice with us right now.
Yes, I love this part. Listeners, get ready. We'll play a short, simple sentence in English. Your job is to listen carefully and repeat it out loud with us.
Okay, here's the sentence. I am learning English every day.
Now, shadow with me. I am learning English every day.
Great. Let's do it again, but this time a little faster. I am learning English every day.
Awesome! Let's try one more sentence.
Shadow with me.
One last time, a bit faster.
How did that feel? Shadowing live like this might feel challenging at first, but keep practicing.
Exactly. The more you practice like this, the more natural it will become. Try to do this every day with different sentences or clips.
And remember, it's okay if you don't get it perfect. Just keep going and enjoy the process. Before we wrap up, Bill, let's share some encouragement for all our beginners out there who might feel a bit nervous or frustrated.
Absolutely, Sarah. Learning a language is a journey, and every step, no matter how small, is progress. Shadowing can feel tricky at first, but trust me, you will improve with consistent practice.
Yes, remember, even native speakers practice and make mistakes. It's all part of learning. What matters most is that you keep going every day.
And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace. Celebrate your own wins, like understanding a sentence you couldn't before, or speaking a little more clearly.
Exactly. Shadowing is about building confidence and skills step by step. Your future fluent English self will thank you for starting today.
So keep your head up, stay consistent, and enjoy the journey. You've got this.
Well, Bill, that brings us to the end of today's episode on shadowing for beginners. Let's quickly review the key takeaways.
Sure. First, shadowing is repeating English right after you hear it, a powerful way to improve your speaking and listening.
Next, start with short, slow audio and practice daily for just a few minutes. Consistency is key.
Remember the step-by-step process. Listen, shadow, repeat, record yourself, and stay patient.
Avoid common mistakes like expecting perfection too soon or choosing difficult material.
And don't forget to make it fun. Choose topics you enjoy and celebrate your progress.
Thank you all for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
And leave us a comment with your shadowing experiences or questions. We love hearing from you.
See you next time on the English Learning Podcast. Keep practicing and speaking English every day.
Bye, everyone.